At 3 o'clock this afternoon, a yellow heat-health alert switches on across a huge swathe of England, and it won't switch off again until 8 in the evening on Monday the 22nd of June. That single fact tells you everything about today, Wednesday the 17th of June, 2026. This is not an ordinary midsummer day. The UK Health Security Agency and the Met Office have jointly flagged the East Midlands, the East of England, London and the South East as the regions to watch. Temperatures are climbing fast, humidity is building, and a thundery breakdown is lurking in the background. So whether you're commuting, heading out on a day trip, or planning a longer journey, the next 12 minutes will give you the full picture for the day ahead, region by region, plus exactly what to do to stay safe and comfortable while you travel. The defining theme today is a sharp north-south divide. Across southern and eastern England you'll find plenty of dry weather, increasing spells of hot, humid sunshine, and temperatures widely reaching the high 20s Celsius, with a few favored spots flirting with the 30-degree mark. For context, this comes after an exceptional spring. Kew Gardens in southwest London hit a provisional 35.1 degrees on the 26th of May, smashing old May records. Today won't quite match that peak, but it's firmly in heatwave territory for the south. Further north and west, the story flips completely. Here, conditions are far more changeable, with thicker cloud, outbreaks of rain and drizzle, and scattered showers, especially across Scotland, Northern Ireland, and northwest England. Temperatures there sit much closer to the seasonal average. So one country, two very different days, and your plans should reflect which side of that divide you're on. Let's zoom into the hotspot. London and the southeast will feel the most intense heat today. Expect bright, hazy sunshine through the morning, building into a genuinely uncomfortable, muggy afternoon as humidity rises. City centers will feel hotter still thanks to the urban heat island effect, where concrete, tarmac, and buildings trap warmth and keep nighttime temperatures elevated. That matters because poor overnight sleep is one of the biggest hidden risks during a heat wave. If you're in the capital, the tube and enclosed spaces will feel several degrees warmer than the official readings you see on your phone. Eastern England, including parts of East Anglia and the East Midlands, shares this hot, humid theme. The key word for the south today is humid rather than simply hot, because high humidity makes the air feel stickier and makes it harder for your body to cool itself down through sweat. Heat and humidity on this scale rarely pass quietly, and that's where the thunderstorm risk comes in. The Met Office has been issuing yellow thunderstorm warnings covering broad areas including London, the South East, the East Midlands, Eastern England, the West Midlands, North West and South West England, and Yorkshire and the Humber. These storms tend to fire up in the afternoon and evening, often between 3 and 10 in the evening. When they hit, they can be intense and very localized. The headline hazards are flash flooding from sudden downpours, frequent lightning, and hail, all of which can arrive with little warning on an otherwise sunny day. The danger is that a beautiful blue sky morning lulls you into a false sense of security. If you hear thunder, that's your cue to get indoors, because lightning can strike several miles from the parent storm. Always check the latest warnings before you set off. Let's be clear about what that yellow heat-health alert actually means, because it's easy to dismiss. Yellow is the second rung on a 4-tier scale, and it signals that hot weather could have significant effects on vulnerable people, particularly the over 65s, very young children, pregnant women, and anyone with heart or respiratory conditions. It also warns of increased pressure on health and social care services. This isn't only about feeling a bit sweaty. Heat exhaustion and, more seriously, heat stroke are genuine medical risks. The warning signs to watch for include dizziness, headache, intense thirst, muscle cramps, and confusion. The advice is simple but effective. Check in on elderly neighbors and relatives, never leave children or pets in parked cars even for a few minutes, and keep curtains or blinds closed on the sunny side of your home during the day to keep rooms cooler. Now to the practical side, getting around. Extreme heat is genuinely tough on the rail network. When track temperatures soar, steel rails expand and can buckle, while overhead power lines sag, so Network Rail imposes speed restrictions to keep trains safe. The knock-on effect is delays and cancellations. During previous heat events, operators including Southwestern Railway, LNER, Thameslink, Great Northern and Southern warned of services delayed by up to 60 minutes or cancelled altogether. So the golden rule today is simple: check your train's status before you leave the house, not when you reach the platform. On the roads, heat raises the risk of tire blowouts and engine overheating, so check your coolant and tire pressure before a long drive. If you can, travel in the early morning or later evening to dodge both the worst heat and the afternoon storm window. If you're out and about today, a little preparation makes a huge difference. Carry a refillable water bottle and drink regularly, even before you feel thirsty, because by the time thirst hits you're already mildly dehydrated. Pack light, loose, light-colored clothing, a wide-brimmed hat and sunglasses, and apply a high-factor sunscreen, reapplying every couple of hours. Plan your route around shade and air-conditioned stops, and avoid strenuous sightseeing or walking during the hottest part of the day, roughly between 11 in the morning and 3 in the afternoon. Keep your phone charged so you can access live travel and weather updates, and carry a small umbrella or waterproof, because remember, a thunderstorm could break at any point. If you're a visitor relying on travel insurance, it's worth checking that your policy covers heat-related medical incidents and weather delays. 2 final things before you head out. First, pollen. The Met Office has southern and eastern England at high to very high pollen levels this week, so if you suffer from hay fever, take your antihistamine early and keep eye drops handy. Second, the UV index will be high under that strong June sun, meaning you can burn surprisingly quickly even on a hazy day. So here's the takeaway for Wednesday the 17th of June, 2026. In the south and east, it's a hot, humid, high summer day with a real sting of thunderstorms in the tail, and a heat health alert that demands respect. In the north and west, it's cooler and more unsettled with rain around. Wherever you are, hydrate, plan around the heat, check your transport before you travel, and watch the sky. Stay cool, stay safe, and enjoy your day.